even force, proton and removal beyond carbon emissions while harnessing the full symphony of energy. Learn more about safe, clean, reliable propane. Hey guys, welcome back to Trails to Daybreak. We're just at the beginning of the game here. Pretty sure once I beat the boss here, it's the end of the prologue. Pretty sure that's it. Oops. Okay. And there's new Israel is actually running low on interceptor missiles for both the Iron Dome short-range system and the more advanced Arrow system. Over the past year, more than 20,000 rockets and missiles have been fired at Israel from Gaza, Lebanon, Yemen, and Iran. Excellent. Okay. And that's why this week, the United States is delivering a THAAD anti-ballistic missile system that will help Israel protect its skies and sensitive locations on the ground. While Israel plays defense, the military is also going on offense, launching more strikes against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon and pushing ground forces ahead. The Israeli military says it took out a Hezbollah commander responsible for the group's drone unit. The strike comes after a drone attack over the weekend killed 4 Israeli soldiers in central Israel. The Israelis are also continuing strikes and shelling against Gaza amid new questions about the targeting of areas in central Gaza. Over the weekend, its school in the Nusayrat camp was hit by Israeli fire, killing 22 people. Among the dead were women and children. The grandfather of a baby that was killed spoke out about his grandson. A child like this, born in the war, 1 year and 1 month old, I mean, what is his fault? What is their fault? Children, martyrs. Gaza is finished. Gaza is over. Where are the Arabs? Children are dying, women are dying, and no one is looking out for us. The war in Gaza continues. The war inside
His nose is as sharp as ever. Meteos knows how this is going to end. But it better be with my classmates safe again.
Earlier this month. Facilities, oil tumbling on that. The idea that is going to lead to like a oil crisis of peaks here. But there are bigger things at play here, and how much Netanyahu might be seeking advice and sharing information with the White House. Absolutely, it's a great point. And I spoke on the phone just last week with Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, and I asked him about what might be targeted in the response to this ballistic missile attack. And I raised the idea of nuclear facilities, the idea of oil fields, and he stopped me and he said everything is on the table. And so the Israelis are having internal discussions here, and in the past they've been very frustrated when the White House tries to direct their military actions in the region. Neil. Great, thank you. We saved my friend Xcom and all of that. Meanwhile, you're hearing a lot about these so-called mystery drones, what they're up to, what they got there. Now, Israel responds.
When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it. When you discover bowl and branch bedding, you uncover the most extraordinary feeling of comfort and care. We prioritize toxin-free organic food. We pay and treat people fairly, all in pursuit of the most natural softness possible. From the first touch of bowl and branch bedding, you feel the difference. Experience the difference at bowlandbranch.com. I am not rich now. I work hard. I strive to get by. Donald Trump wants to give tax breaks to billionaires, but common heirs have changed our life. Taxes for working people like me. I voted for Donald Trump before, but this time I'm responsible for content of this. This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Right now is the Medicare annual enrollment period, and today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now. You may be eligible for plans in your zip code with additional benefits or cost savings you may not be receiving now, or that may have previously not been available to you. Different Part C plans are available in different parts of the country, so don't wait. Call the number on your screen now. If you're on Medicare, you can call. Even if you called last year, we will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits or cost savings. Call to speak with a licensed insurance
New
agent
skill
before the
added.
end of the annual enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2025 no obligation Medicare benefits review. Just call 800-454-1178. 800-454-1178. This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Right now is the Medicare annual enrollment period, and today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now. You may be eligible for plans in your zip code with additional benefits or cost savings you may not be receiving now, or that may have previously not been available to you. Different Part C plans are available with different restrictions, so don't worry. Call the number on your screen now. If you're on Medicare, you can call. Even if you called last year, we will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits or cost savings. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent before the end of the annual enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2025 no obligation Medicare benefits review. Just call 800-454-1178. 800-454-1178.
Don't mind me. I'm just a fool. I'm quite honest.
Latoya Hamilton here. Whatever you need, I'm available. Leave everything to me.
Attacking hospitalizations. I'm just a fool. It's real. I'm just a fool.
Demand more from your flu shot. Sanofi higher dose flu vaccines are proven to provide better flu protection than standard dose flu shots in older adults. They've even been shown to better protect against flu-related complications.
Don't get flu in high dose if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, including egg products, or after previous dose of flu vaccine. Don't get flu block if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components. Tell your healthcare professional if you've had severe muscle weakness after a flu shot. Fainting has occurred. People with weakened immune systems may have a lower vaccine response.
All flu shots are not the same. Ask for a Sanofi higher dose flu vaccine. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about Fluzone high dose or flu block.
Alright, incursions over national security sites here, and what that is all about. Jonathan Rivers will answer the Pentagon.
It's the spot.
Last December, U.S. Air Force commanders at Langley Air Force Base in Southern Virginia, home to the F-22 Raptors, noticed over a period of 17 days dozens of unidentified drones would begin flying over the base shortly after dusk each night. The scoop was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. Langley Air Force Base did experience incursions of unauthorized unmanned aerial systems last year in December 2023. The number of those UAS incursions did fluctuate on any given day, but they didn't appear to exhibit any hostile intent. Yeah, and this is something that I know the department continues to analyze. The White House called for national security meetings last December to discuss the drones which had been seen over 3 sensitive U.S. installations and whether they were sent by foreign actors. Concerns about using electronic
All you on your
warning systems to interfere in during this earlier, the city's drones were also spotted flying around military facilities in Nevada.
you'll pay for that.
Some of the police reports from Virginia Air Space, December 6th, 10 p.m. Multiple drones have been found over areas that feed and neighboring industrial space. One was seen descending from the area of Market Street on North Holston Park. The drone is not a Langley Air Force Base drone.
Something's
December
coming.
7th, Langley is experiencing 1 week about 25 feet off the ground, possibly with a smoke. Myself and the other agent will be at 2 in 1 drone. A sports pastor in the field to respond signal.
All you on your
January 5th, the Chinese Air Force student studying at the University of Minnesota, Ben Yong-Shi, was hit. He picked a drone targeting from the Newport, West Virginia, and was taken by the drone from the area command facility, which shows numerous signs for the military. He was shot aircraft. He was then arrested 5 days later in San Francisco with a one-way ticket back to China. He began a 6-month sentence on it was set back just 2 weeks ago. No Chinese not in Russia, but they really don't know who sent these drones, where they were fired from, and whether this student is actually
You'll pay for that. All you want, yeah.
Also, some of the other developments of the rest of them have been used. They elected a terrorist act live, but maybe US event.
travel. I've been to Easter Island, the Galapagos, Morocco, India, and the first item that I had is the It's been amazing.
I owe you one.
Life insurance is extremely important. That's why select holdings getting covered. I did it! To the $2 million policy with units with
Visit select.
At SimpliSafe, your safety is the only thing that matters. We design smarter ways to detect motion. Fast emergency response. We create HD cameras so you can see what's happening in your home from anywhere. All powered by Fast Protect technology. Exclusively from SimpliSafe for faster police response. Get SimpliSafe today with no contracts or cancellation fees, so you're never locked in. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. If you have generalized myasthenia gravis, picture what life could look like with Vyvgart Hytrulo, a subcutaneous injection that takes about 30 to 90 seconds. For one thing, does it mean more time for you? Vyvgart Hytrulo can improve daily abilities and reduce muscle weakness with a treatment plan that's personalized to you. Do not use Vyvgart Hytrulo if you have a serious allergy to any of its ingredients. It can cause serious allergic reactions like trouble breathing and decrease in blood pressure, leading to fainting from allergic reactions such as rashes, swelling under the skin, shortness of breath, and hives. The most common side effects are respiratory and urinary tract infections, headache, and injection site reactions. It may increase the risk of infusion-related reactions and infection. Tell your doctor if you have a history of infections or symptoms of an infection. Talk to your doctor about Vyvgart Hytrulo for TNG and picture your life in motion.
It is shaping up to be another terrible week for the Harris campaign with just 3 weeks to go. How bad could things get to come on? We got the latest.
Hearts worked well on this one. Time to clean up.
Shit. Wrong fucking button.
Activating drive. Keep it up. It's working.
You'll pay for that.
Let's keep moving ahead.
Language is very hard. Therefore, plans the program I met other kids who were going through the same process, so I was able to relate and find where I could fit in. They see support of me anyway, able to see my needs and adopt it.
Get to work.
Enemy done.
It seems that I want to get paradigm about this country would have happened today. See the rest of this Afghanistan, we just got out of Afghanistan. It is raising more questions, so answers taking spot is more
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
I am the serious leading. came to the United States. That's where the government blame game begins. Originally, Fox News was told it is believed he was radicalized after he came to the States, but the FBI is realistically still putting that together at this hour. One specifically who was radicalized, and it fell through the cracks. Cue the finger point. Watch this today. We'll see part.
So, in my understanding, the United States SID, and I'll refer to our Homeland Security to speak to further questions about his status.
Afghan national, the vetting, no matter how he came over, is that done by DHS?
I would defer. I believe that they conduct it, but I would really defer you to DHS to speak to it.
Okay, so we reached out to DHS. We have for several times over the past few days. DHS today says Nasir Tawhidi was initially paroled into the United States on September 9, 2021. His position for inside the applicant special immigrant visa. So a lot of words there, but the bottom line is he radicalized before he came to the United States and was still allowed to come to the United States or after, and we're still waiting for a definitive answer to that question for multiple agencies. We know that a lot of Afghans without these special immigrant visas. So we know whether they were fully vetted. There's so much we can't piece together. Well, the State Department handles the special immigrant visas, and at the time, the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said that when these folks came in, they were vetted properly, but realistically, thousands of people came to the United States in September 2021 following the U.S. pullout. So, of course, there are questions about some of the vetting, but the bottom line is the FBI was able to foil this plot, and the FBI feels grateful they were able to do so. This man is in custody. He's being prosecuted right now. But, of course, there are questions about that vetting. Because at first it seemed that he may have been radicalized after he came to the United States. He'd been here for 3 years, but now we're looking at the fact that maybe he was before, and he still passed multiple background checks to get over
Looks
to the
like
United
he's deep
States.
in
So
thought.
a lot of questions
I'd
still.
better leave him
We
alone.
want those answers. So if I'm next going to state a thank you
Now,
for
where are we supposed to go?
I'm so down to things.
Is that?
So that including thousands of Afghans who escaped after the overwhelming majority fine and all this. But in this case, we have someone who might have been radicalized there or radicalized here, seem to be playing himself out and getting in with a host of other people.
Activating drive.
No, that's exactly right. First of all, I do want to acknowledge and thank the FBI for catching this individual and tailoring this.
All you want,
Number one, I think that they're bringing them in rather than getting arrested and finding them, etc. The one thing that this story did say is that there are almost 100,000 Afghan nationals where they don't know where they're located, including about 50 that pose potentially a national security risk. This is why we want to underscore today the importance of following immigration protocols, vetting these individuals before they come over, not after. And we go back to the devastating withdrawal in Afghanistan of the Biden-Harris administration, and maybe perhaps next time doing a much better job in evacuation, in exiting a country like Afghanistan, and vetting these people before they come over. That's number one, and that's paramount to our nation's national security.
Also, this other matter that's come up of these drones that were only getting word that something has happened back in December. We don't know if they're Chinese drones. We don't know if they're Russian drones. We do know they were flying over a lot of sensitive U.S. bases, military and otherwise intelligence that they have on it. What do you make of it, and why only now?
Well, it's deeply concerning, and in fact, I've been on the House Armed Services Committee, and I'm talking with my staff and industry and others on how we handle drones over very important airspace.
That's quite the posse.
Figuring out legislatively how we can do that in next year's NDAA to make sure that these secure sites remain secure and that they're not capturing data, information, or images that we don't want shared with our adversaries, including China. So I think we have to be very thoughtful about this, and with the advent of technology and AI and how rapidly technology is outpacing everything in the world right now, it's really important that we keep up with it and that we have policies that are designed to keep up with the technology in our airspace. It's everywhere.
I want to go back to this issue with this Afghan or do whatever you want to call them, Navy here. And Donald Trump report upwards of 11 million illegals because they're here and they got a job. Are you for that?
Well, number one, I am absolutely for deporting those who came here illegally. I have a bill of violence against women by Women Act that passed with over 50 Democrats voting for it just a few weeks ago. I want to initially deport those who are raping and murdering our women and kids. That's number one. That bill now sits in the Senate, and I hope that it will go to vote and go to the president's desk to be signed before the end of the year. But we have to have some kind of program in place where we incentivize legal immigration. There's no doubt in our country working on a visa piece of legislation, visas to address this issue. They know that people don't want nothing in the States, but they know that we don't work this year. So what is the middle ground? That's what our visa program. Come here to play, work in your home, and do that. So there are some things that we can address, and I'm working really hard, trying to reach across the aisle and find the solutions to some of the major problems our country is facing.
It's very good seeing you again. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, this South Carolina Congressman Nancy Banks. In the meantime, we're bringing up to date on the recovery efforts still going on in Florida and in North Carolina. So what about North Carolina? Stay tuned to learn more about this limited time offer from Renewal by Anderson.
When it comes to our homes, we only want the very best, particularly when it comes to choosing replacement windows and doors. I am thrilled to be with Renewal by Anderson.
Thanks, Dan. We believe that everyone deserves to have windows and doors that will create standing time, don't break the bank.
And unpredictable weather. I'm going to tell you, quality and durability is super important.
Absolutely. That's where fiber's material really shines. It's twice as strong as vinyl, so it's not actually cracked or rot. And with our energy efficient glass, our windows help keep your home cozy in the winter and cool in the summer.
Well, that all sounds great. So what about the cost?
We know that affordability is top of mind for every home. And we pride ourselves on delivering outstanding windows and doors to fit your style and
So tell me how Renewal by Anderson is type of meeting.
well, for starters, our team members live right here in your community. We know the challenges homeowners face. We are committed to delivering the very best for us. Plus, we custom build every exclusive acclaim replacement window in the USA.
It was great to know that you have some strong roots.
Before October 31st, buy one window, patio door, or entry door, and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off for the minimum purchase of $4. Plus, save an extra $35 on every window and door you buy with no money down, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer ends October 31st. For a free appointment with Renewal by Anderson, call 1-800-704-4200. That's 1-800-704-4200.
A large retail store just canceled on huge order leaving us with $5 But you know what? That's their loss. I'm going to be in your game for the first time ever. You can see every classic wholesale price. Only $14.88. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Only $14.88. But it gets even better. For a limited time, I'm going to offer my entire classic collection at wholesale prices. Upgrade your king size my pillow for just $18.88. King size only $1 more. Get my body pillows for $9.88.
That's quite the posse.
So go to mypillow.com and remember to speak. Use your promo code to take advantage of wholesale pricing for the first time ever on TV, including my standard size my pillow, only $14.88. They've never been under this low before. We have limited quantities at this price, so limit's going to be 10, and once they're gone, they're gone. This is the one I've been waiting for. Who knows where? The voice was a little bit track on you. It's not doing shit with their reviews.
Bring it on. All you want, sucker. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
After back-to-back hard games, back-to-back updates, we got Robert Ray first in Venice, Florida with the latest thing. Yeah, Neil, you see the beautiful Gulf of Mexico here. And 6 days ago, what happened was surge came in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 6 feet of surge made its way up here on the beautiful beaches. And I know we don't have a lot of time, and there's a lot we want to show you. All of that rushing energy came up here off the Gulf of Mexico along with winds as milk made its way in. And you see, all of the sand got pushed up, not supposed to be here. And I'm going to show you the homes that were destroyed. But right now, as we walk toward that, 150,000 customers in the state of Florida are still out of power. There was unfortunately 23 deaths. And as that water made its way in from Milton, it pounded up against these condominiums, pushing water and debris and making other people's belongings be pushed out. And I can even touch the roof right now. We've been talking to people all day long. Let's listen to what Wilkins, Quinlan, and Sir telling us.
It's been life-changing. Maybe many of the units here are third generation. So it started with Debbie with the crazy wind and rain. Some of us had some other damage. And Janine took the hardest toll on us. It covered the entire landscape because the Gulf is right behind us. And the jetty is right up there.
If you're going to boost, I do it now.
And the jetty totally destroyed. Now you see all the sand piled up here on this landscape that once was so and celebration is here, and now it's all going to have to be torn down as the vegetation is dead from the salt water, and the recovery process has just begun here in the state of Florida, Neil. Remarkable. Up and down the coastline, from Naples to the Tampa area. We're continuing our reporting here on Fox News and Fox Weather. And tomorrow we will be on St. Pete's Beach, making sure that we are telling the stories of the people here at Florida. Yep.
If you're going to boost, I do it now. Time to go on.
What you see there?
All you want, yeah.
Hey, Neil, I want to bring you into what's last up in River Art District. You can see this pile of rubble right behind me. This is like an art collective, about 70 artists individually to work on this right now. And left is rubble. We did a lot of them come back today over the past week to regather anything that was out in the world to see here. Now, we spoke with the River Art District president who estimates that 300 different artists have lost their studio equipment, cherished artwork. One artist says that everything was picked up by the floodwater, dropped somewhere else in the area, but was very hard to find some of their beautiful artwork. He had paintings still stuck in the ceiling. Another issue, artists here say it's really difficult to clean since the mud is so thick and there is still no running water. Take a listen to this artist, Robin McCoy, who gets emotional about this cleanup process.
You're building up, you're working towards something. It took me a while to find a space, find that community. It was exactly what I've been looking for. And overnight, it just got flooded.
Having been here at Xcom Governor Cooper and FEMA today, 150,000 people have applied for FEMA assistance, and about 99 million has already been given out. So just those people who so much need the River Art District really in the cleanup process runs the heart and soul of Ashland for culture.
It's when you look at it, it really does look like a war zone, and there's still a lot of people from we haven't heard from.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard this morning that the search and rescue efforts are still underway to the team has efforts after going over the weekend. So we'll keep you getting more updates as the week progresses.
Thank you very much for that coverage. That's great. Fox Weather people all have been incredible on this. Not only their enthusiasm for this and their working encyclopedia's eyes, but they go back. They don't forget what happened. The people cover the event. That's it. We're on to the next event. Not these guys. I think their heart and soul is in this. And they prove it. I think they're the best weather guys that they are. And we're lucky to have them. I don't know. In the meantime, I just want to bring your attention to John across the world with Monday. With DAPCO today, now 324 points. We also concerned for some chip staff, not all chip staff, but that was weighing on some things.
Kamala Harris is cranking up the standard politics, promising to hand out freebies left and right for those who left, as she scrambles to win black voters who are going back. The League is pushing her opportunity agenda plan for black men, but it's already being called insulting and unrealistic. She's offering everything from $20,000 in forgivable loans to legalizing recreational weed. Never mind the fact that she was locked up for 2,000 black men as a DA. And Harris is blanketing black media outlets to help sell her message. Black men are no different from anybody else. They expect that you have to earn it. And that's why I'm out here, doing the work that I'm doing about talking to folks, listening to folks, because I'm running for president of the United States. And it is incumbent on me to earn this support. But despite what you say, Sarah, Kamala and Democrats took the black community for granted for decades. And now the check is coming due. CNN is giving them this silver reality.
Whoops,
I mean, the bottom
dead
line
end.
is this particular
Let's turn back.
hour, people can control it.
Hold your horses, girl. We should look around a little more.
Since Richard Nixon got 1950, got 68 consecutive Nixon got 64 years ago. Among Hispanic voters, Donald Trump got the opponents for Republicans who got fourth.
Hidden entrance?
Well, that's nothing if not thorough. Side out should be dead ahead.
Excuses on why Harris is losing black support. Stacey Abrams is playing
Rest
the
point discovered.
racist card, and Joy Reid is
Just
running
what I
right.
needed.
When you hear him say
Save it.
the DEI is saying he does not believe that people colored black men should have access to capital, this race will be far too dull. Because unfortunately, we do have fascist elsewhere in parts of this country, mainly among white men, let's be clear.
Ain't get much more Middle Ages than this. Gargoyles, huh? Maybe Giacomo had a better eye for hideouts than I thought.
Economically independent and seek positions of power.
Look at that. It's the spitting image of that picture you showed me.
It really is. It perfectly matches the sketches in my great-grandfather's diaries.
I'm happy for you. So it really does look like an ornament. But why is it
I
glowing?
guess it's because she doesn't see them as individuals, but as groups. And when you see people as groups, you only go toward them when you need them, when you need to exploit them. It is interesting that her proposal to entice black men include forgivable loans
It went
and
inside
the
the statue.
legalization of weed.
Well, that's not good.
Yes, appealing to the lowest common denominators, essentially bribing them. I mean, what is a forgivable loan? That's not a loan. Who pays? If you pay off a forgivable loan, you're as dumb as Kamala. You know, but it is, I mean, think about it. Free money, free weed. It's kind of racist. I mean, wait another week, it's going to be to the offering 40s of old English and Newports. She's like, oh, I love Newports. I bet you do. But I mean, it's free stuff and drugs. That'll get them.
We're gonna have to take care of these guys before we can make with your memento. But I know that's not enough to stop you at this point, right? Time to bust out your crafts and CLA. Here's where the real show begins.
Because who else is going to pay for that if it's like forgiven? Well, forgiven is not forgiven. But they, you know, the thing is, this is the mistake. You're looking at individuals, not as people, but as groups. Therefore, you think that if they're leaving you, it must be about their identity. And that identity that must be exploited, so you craft these racial tropes. But in fact, individuals make individual choices for individual reasons. A white guy would want to have free weed. Their legalization of weed and forgivable loans for their car as well. So it's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's just a black. That is what they do. You know, she said it's abandonment of my black despite the neighbor's mom. the word Hitler, the most damaging thing that's happening right now, there are these polls among young people who are saying Hitler had some good ideas. And the reason for that is that he lowered the bar of what Hitler could be compared to. And now people are like, oh, you see that? That makes a theory about him all the time. Jesse just said that the other day.
You know, I mean, bribing, you know, or trying to get people to vote for him, and saying that $20,000 for people to vote. Isn't that if this guy was a lawyer, a former attorney general, that's unconstitutional. It's a violation of the Civil Rights Act. It is discrimination based on the color of your skin. What is wrong with it? I'm up with a good idea.
Good to be with you. Two things. It's not, that's not right. What you're saying is unconstitutional. You can't single out a group and give that group preferential governmental treatment. That's violating civil rights. So what's given the board is you can't do that. That's the Constitution. So it's every small business, which I would imagine. I hope that's what she said she's going to provide. And I think it would be easier just to say, look, the first $100,000.
Take her at her word.
It would be unconstitutional. I agree with you. I think you can't do that. The real idea would be to save the small businesses. The first $100,000 of revenue generated. So you say the phone shop of whatever race, you say the mechanic shop of whatever race, you say that those who are plugging in air conditioning business, whatever race that you get it tax free. So I think she's trying. I think at some level we run stable, and I've been part of it. It's been critical. Not really some of the outrageous, including social media outlets and so forth. So that's getting her. I think it's a smart thing for her to do it. She should have done it sooner. She's going to do it at some point. I mean, because we think about the closing argument that she is left. Both of them. I watched President Trump today in Chicago. An amazing speech. So anyway, because they was all over the place and asked question by question. And again, he said some things I didn't necessarily agree with, but I think voters should be tuning into all because this closing argument on both of their behalves, given by both of them, I think will give us an even stronger sense of how they're playing the government and whichever one might be elected. I do hope that the both of them, I think they're important for everybody. What's going to make them more expensive? I think tariffs are going to say that. It's the only people that are closing gas, cars. He has a really strong argument about this. I don't. She should make that case to every voter, not just to every voter across this country.
All right, but then as the polls will
The mages of the Middle Ages left behind some James Guardians for us.
I think it's evident in some of those questions are. It's once they decide, you know, a lot of times hard to she wants to focus on January 1 of 2026. I mean, she hears herself, she's not focusing on anything else. She's not saying anything. She's not. It's really bad. You have to wonder what is it for 3.5 years and it's the White House, but it's all so that
Well, whatever. You really stepped up. Takes a brave soul to fight like that against the unexpected.
You mean it? Thank you. I'm very fortunate to have you to show me the ropes.
all across the country that cannot read or write at grade level, at the 3rd grade, at the 5th grade, at the 8th grade, and if they graduate anyway, and then you try to give them
Let me be the one to pick it up.
and then they're in debt.
That's a
And they
good
get
idea.
vendors, but now you're promising them that you're going to forgive the debt. It's a terrible vicious cycle, and
Looks safe enough to me. Well, here's what you came here for.
You know, Jesse, it's not just black men. I mean,
You
it's
just
men,
walk
it's
with
the
her like a combat
Teamsters.
ornament?
Okay, it's
I
men
finally
who
heard
just
a
don't find
Genesis in
her
my hands.
acceptable and
There's
don't
so
like what her
mortifying.
promises have. Tries to lecture them on what they should
didn't know.
and shouldn't consider.
Grandmother.
So far, they've scolded you, they've
Say,
scared you.
yes. This great-grandfather of yours wouldn't happen to be...
Someone said you were to protect black dogs. You see anyone upset by that?
There you are.
Well, impressive footwork.
Just wondering if you open Armada to make their grand entrance.
See our reputation precedes you. You must be Van Ark.
And my reputation precedes me. Look, I'm not opposed to picking up some work from you types most of the time. Just as long as you don't cross the line, which you just did by firing at us.
That's too bad. You're only aiming for your rent. We have no intention of killing the girl. Not since she seems to be connected to that device. You, however, don't have that same
You're real pros, huh? So much it makes me sick. But it also makes my job a lot easier.
With no regard to the deficit, with no regard to the future.
Don't move.
Prosecuted their rival, they've stayed secure. Now they're blocking people straight up. I'm disappointed, though. I am disappointed. I want tax cuts for everybody across the board. See what I did?
Good eye, but sorry. I'm not with the Deca school. Anyway, you don't look like you know all that much about the device itself. But you're still gonna tell us everything you do know, and why you're after it.
Van, I'm certainly curious too. What does a criminal organization even want this for?
Beats me. We're just following orders. I mean, orders in order. Even if it costs us our lives.
This football thing is a great tool because everybody needs help attacking life.
Shit.
Please help us to be brave.
It's like God begins to know. The kingdom of heaven is
You good?
I'm fine. I'm more worried about you.
Fast-acting enhancement drugs, huh? Didn't think you guys had gone that low. Ever heard the stories about foreign mafias getting destroyed by that stuff?
Well, thank you not to compare us to small fry like Crossbell's Rapaz. That head and shoulders above us. And now, shoulders and feet above you.
skyrocketing crisis. Global chaos and combat wouldn't change a thing.
Would you have done something
Where'd that
differently?
spunk from earlier go?
During the past 4 years.
We're gonna enjoy
There
this.
has not been enough time.
Nothing will change with coming. More peace, more war, more welfare,
Got that out of your system.
more taxes. Only President Trump will pass taxes. And only President Trump will do it again. Get this message out of person.
Hell? Find them. You can die too.
Could do a shard shield. No time.
Check your local listings.
Damn it. Don't die over a piece of shit like me.
I do this. Let's actually do this. What?
Go to TommyCopper.com today.
Just tweeted some. There are many ways to do things. At Old World Freight Line, we do them this way. This way has people who start their lives, people who care and inspire each other. to do things the way they should be done. This
going
removes
on?
technology and goes the extra mile.
There's a
Deliver your
light
promises on
coming
time.
from my great-grandfather's.
This way is why we have number one national STL carriers to fly. For us, this way is the right way, which is why it's the only.
How is this?
The hollow from your cipher.
Son, you gotta keep your eyes open. Coach,
Well,
proposition
then,
for you.
the choice is yours.
Little League World Series.
Will you bear the nightmare?
In the lead. Not bad, right?
What are you...
Since when can hollows appear like this? World's full of mysteries. Are you asking me that question of your own free will?
Huh? Of course I am. Just so we're clear, I could not care less how much trouble you're in. I'm just here to know one thing. Will you bear the nightmare or not?
Kitchen.
Man, today's just one thing after another, huh? My life's been a living nightmare for more than a decade now. So what's a little more fire than already in the depths?
Your part to keep our road safe. A message from Arrive Alive Drive Safe.
Last 2 years, when I've been on my own,
All right, let's do it!
really challenging me to make it.
Doing it then!
You know, where you can see that I feel like for things like food, you can have toxic food down, helpful groceries and other necessities that you that is just always going to be smiling. First thing I make is let myself live great.
Taking a jackhammer. Well, I
What is this?
economic law for Chicago. Where do you talk? It's an interview that, by the way, turned out to be.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is God. And it's not capable. It needs a combination
Seriously.
Explain to you that you're totally wrong. The more likely there's a company will come into the United States or a factory in the United States or business.
All the investors roll.
Yeah, I had 4 years on inflation. Gavin Newsom used to go. You signed the stuff. That's the first time I noticed.
The secret Morgan did well. So Jesse, you okay? Whenever we get there, and I realize I fell for that primitive two ideas, where it's bad or it's good. Bad is like a tool. Can you explain to us why when tariffs are good and when they're bad? And if you were because I know you disagree. I want you two to have to talk because nobody cares about tariffs until they care about it.
About tariffs, and this is the last time I figured out less than a week. I doubt he's going to put tariffs across the board on every single import. But what he did during the last administration is he put in tariffs. He did it against Mexico, he did it against Canada, and then we renegotiated NAFTA. And that's basically we come out strong with a big gambit and strong position. He did it with the Japanese, he did it with the South Koreans, and then we got 2 bilateral trade agreements with those countries on our terms. He did it with the Chinese, first president to the U.S. in a very long time. Joe Biden put those tariffs on. The European Union just slapped tariffs on Chinese electric cars. So now we both have tariffs on Chinese EVs, so they can't dump cheap EVs in the United States and crush our industry. That's not tariff unsold bullets. I wouldn't with the words in my mouth. I'm not the tariff man. But if you want to pay that debt, And if you insure Social Security and Medicare, I'd rather do that with terrorists than tax dollars. Because at least with terrorists, you have the choice which products you're going to buy. You can buy American, you can show up Social Security and Medicare, or if you raise your taxes, you don't have a choice at all. This is unbelievable! Because economists, as you know, predicted 9 out of the last 5 recessions. You know, that was an economist joke. Carol, I go to you. You see, you heard his argument.
Van, are you alright? How do you feel?
Yeah, set that aside. I am going to need it.
I'm fine. Tired as all hell, but I don't feel any pain. I can't believe I just took down a pair of drugged-up mafiosos like they were snot-nosed kids.
What was that?
Yeah.
Interest rates were basically to office too. The supplies
Figures. All she spits out is what she's building. He's got no sentience. Tech hasn't come far enough to give her any.
TikTok. So, China is taking information from our children, taking information from TikTok. That's no US social
Was it the Genesis?
Can't imagine if it was.
So we could go into
So that thing's called a Genesis?
Yes, or that's what my great-grandfather called it in his diaries. It's supposed to be one of 8, called collectively the 8 Genesis.
You're saying there's 8 of these?
It's also about the countries that were best.
I'm gonna guess it was behind everything that happened here. Behind Mare showing up, behind me turning into that weird monster, behind spirits popping up down here too.
Then we're of the same mind. The diaries describe them as for experimental observations.
Of course, they elected to omit the finer details. You know, when I accepted this job, I didn't think it'd be from a resident of Professor Epstein. Dead on, huh? That thing was made half a century ago, around the time of the Orbital Revolution. It's easy to tell by looking at it just how much precision and skill went into making it. And the fact that it's an ordnance capable of doing artifact-level stuff. Even Epstein's 3 disciples couldn't have made something so advanced back then. Knocked them out of the running, and we're left with the father of modern tech, Claude Epstein.
I'm sorry for hiding it from you. I'll tell you everything there is to say. It all started when...
Not now. Put it away, quick.
Van, are you alright?
Oh. I see. We were a few minutes too late.
Those two are...
They're from Armada. We finally caught them. Get lost. This is our territory.
Who do you think you're talking to? This isn't a job for civilians. Just what happened here? I can see that you fought them, but beyond that...
We fought, yeah. Without pump full of drugs they were, it was a miracle we could make it out with our skin intact.
But even 2 walls out of the event yesterday, so we can afford 4 more years of this.
Dude,
Agreed. Same. Absolutely.
As curious as I am about how you emerged victorious,
You had a
I trust you were able to help your client?
Why? Because Google and
No comment. That's between me and her. Now, I know I owe both sides here a debt, but we still want to pay. They might be at the bottom of the chain, but they're still an armada. You can have one each.
Excuse me. Who gave you the authority to... I suppose we do owe him for neutralizing them.
Very well. We shall take them in between us.
Maybe if you're lucky enough, they'll even talk. Now come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, sure. But let me help you walk.
I'm good.
This is clearly only the beginning of something much greater. Sharpen your skills where you can, Ben.
Will do, Renee.
Kincaid.
We all believe in the mission of bringing textile manufacturing back to America. We're taking the best fibers our farm can produce, spinning it at one location.
I can't let him keep living like this. Why must you insist on shouldering all of the burden yourself?
Real life impact up and down the supply chain.
We want our customers to feel how special this product is when they open the box.
Go to RELINK.com and receive 20% off your old zip code FOX20.
Damn, guess I'm going without dinner. You even good to be out this late? I thought students had a curfew.
That's kind of you to think of me, but I received permission to be out this late beforehand. Never mind that curfew. Won't you let me see to your own? Do you have a first aid kit in your office?
I do, but...
You can compare medical plans side by side. It's great. So we invited people to meet on the tribe and discover how easy it can be to find your medical.
It looks like it started healing on its own.
I know it wasn't that bad in the first place, but it's still healing way too fast for it to be normal. Wonder if I got that ordinance turning into a monster to thanks for this.
This all began with those diaries. They were passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandmother, and then down to my mother until her death 4 years ago. As you guessed, my great-grandfather is the famous Professor Xcom. It was known at the time that he had an adopted daughter, but she went missing very suddenly after he passed away. By the sound of it, something compelled her to shy away from the public eye. I don't know what that something was. It wasn't written in the letter she left me. Then after my mother died, my father began to lose himself in his work, and now all alone, I became more and more captivated by the many diaries that were left behind. They weren't filled with complex formulae or specialist knowledge or things like that. Instead, they were about who he was as a person, what he was like, what his philosophies were, what he valued most in life. He wrote about the little things that colored his days, his bonds with his loved ones, his time spent with his disciples. I could see through every word written that he was a kind, warm-hearted man with a good sense of humor. A man I could respect a great deal. I was so happy to have his writings, so I could peer into his world, just like my mother and grandmother before me. And before I knew it, those diaries became my most treasured possessions. However,
At a time when big tech is suppressing free
at the
speech,
end of his
there's a
final
place
entry,
where your
on the
voice
very
matters.
last
A
page,
place where freedom of
I found a
expression is
shocking
cherished,
message
and the love of our
that
great
said,
country unites us.
recover the Oct Genesis
to True
before the
Social.
year
Here, you're not
1208,
just another user. You're part of a movement
else all we know
embraces
will
freedom
come to an
and
end.
celebrates the American way of life. Join a
Pretty
platform
ominous thing to
that
write
defends
down.
our great nation while delivering
It
great
could have been a
news,
delusion that
discussion,
came to him in the winter of his years, but I
Because
began
we're
to
True
feel
Social.
that it was why his diaries had been
Power
passed
voices.
down to me,
The strength
and
of
as the days wore on,
lives of our
my
countries.
desire to do something to avert the end he
Don't
foretold
surrender to
grew
fate.
stronger and
Receive
stronger.
destiny.
But I knew I
Future is
couldn't go
ours.
public
The
with any
future
of it.
belongs to all.
Not with my grandmother's disappearance. That led me to enroll at Armus
Join
Academy.
the movement.
where I met a very dependable upperclassman. Her advice took me to the Orbalnet, and that led me to you. I just never thought when I started all of this that these would be the consequences, that someone would die, that you would be put in so much danger.
Well, you managed to get one of them. Even if there's still 7 more out there, you could always call it quits here.
I can't. Not when they're what connect me to my family. Not when I now know they really exist. And not after seeing that final entry. I can't look away from all of that.
What can I do? And my mother, the first thing.
Here.
What did you do?
This 50,000 lira is everything I was able to gather for this. This. Accepted as compensation for all the help you've given me.
I thought I told you my rate.
Well, you did, but I don't feel that it accounted for that injury you sustained because of me. I intend to find the remaining 7 on my own. I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of my problems. Oh, but I'll be very careful about it. Promise. Huh?
My rate's 1,000 lira an hour, excluding other necessary expenses. I'll bump it up a little because of the danger involved. You rolled up your sleeves more than your average client. You put yourself in danger to help me. Any more than 10,000 would be ripping you off. This is how the world of work is. Good thing you're still in school. You got a lot to learn.
Maybe, but still. I'm sorry. I just feel you've taken on a lot more than you bargained for from start to finish.
To be honest, that whole turning into a monster thing's got my interest too. So it wouldn't feel right to ask you something more Mira with how we're gonna keep this thing going.
What do you...
Unless you decide to give up altogether, I'll pitch in however I can from here on out. In exchange, you can share any info you got on the Genesis, or anything those diaries say. How's that sound?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you telling me that even though you know it might be dangerous, you're going to help me search for the other 7 without taking additional compensation?
Hey, info's good compensation. I ain't taking a single lira though. I'm gonna need you to get more used to real combat too, for your own safety. Can't have you leaving yourself wide open and all that good stuff. I'm gonna drill it into you until you're up to snuff.
I don't know. This doesn't sound like a fair trade at all. I'm the only one benefiting here. Well, if you insist, Van, then thank you very much. Having your support means a lot to me.
Yeah, well, I'll be counting on you too. All right, now that today's done and dusted, time for my hard-earned reward. I've been waiting for my Andalusia fig and honey tart all day. I was gonna scarf it down all by myself, but you pulled your weight today, so let's go half-half.
Thank you. Oh, but I still want to say, it really does bother me just how much I benefit from this arrangement compared to you. I was thinking of a way to even it out and thought, you know, how about I work here part-time?
You want what?
You seem to be so busy that I can't imagine how you find the time to clean up around here. I'm also good at secretarial work too, so I'm sure I'd be a big help with sorting paperwork and whatever else you need. Just a standard wage is fine, or even no wage. Unpaid is totally fine.
I can't do that. Haven't you ever heard of labor laws? And forget that. This whole idea is crazy. How did me hiring you even get into your head?
Well, it's because you won't accept any Mira from me. I understand you have your own way of doing things, but I have my own pride to satisfy. You'll just have to compromise. Now,
I love this game.
into 2 so we can dig in and enjoy. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get the bigger portion. And
He's the
Your coffee
next
beans?
door neighbor who
There they are.
supports Trump.
Coffee time, hell yeah.
Wait, how did you find
And
this?
boy, it's
Who said you could make yourself
she
at
is
home this
that
fast?
pretty cool because she's drowning. That's a mixed metaphor, doesn't really work. This is the first time, though, that she's out getting outside of her padded cell. And she's like one of those ships that live in a plastic bubble. Remember the boy in the plastic bubble who dropped a whole plastic film? She lacks the immune system. She lacks the immune system to go outside to survive in reality. Meanwhile, Trump is sitting rolling for 4 hours. This is whole life is nothing but natural and intense interaction. She's built up this immune system. Her media modeling has afforded her no immune system, and that's why you see her repeatedly decline. She just hasn't been able to push herself. If you're still a dude, and you say you're thinking about voting for Kamala, you're either voting for Trump or you're not. Because a dude isn't going to get up and go out of his way to go vote for that. He's going to have to be dragged by his wife or his girlfriend, and she's taken him to the RELINK fair. Because nobody goes to the RELINK fair on their own. Nobody goes to the RELINK on their own. You're only doing this, you know, for, I don't know, a bunch of guys who have daughters and sons who are made political, that they grew up and voted for President Trump at 16, something from each one, so they think that they can't tell their kids something that they can buy their kids, so they're going to vote for Kamala. You see how too many kids for a party. Okay, but it's one of those things where if you can pull it off, they can.
Gotta keep this up.
Usually the best podcast guests are an expert in the field. They can go deep. A comedian who can just be entertaining the whole time, who are great storytellers. Kamala Harris is not a great thing. And Rogan is not a conservative, he's more of an independent. And so he's not going to go out and throttle it. But what he will do is he will ask
Excellent.
follow-up questions like, well, what do you mean by that? Or, well, tell me how that's going to work. And also because he's got time, he doesn't have to jump ahead. And that's the big time. They're going to limit the time to under an hour because they're scared of the follow-up question. Right? Yeah. And we just got brand new dental comments and everything. Mr. Lemaine, like, God, they tuned for that.
I'm Anya's Koda. I still have a lot to learn, but I promise I'll do whatever I can to keep up.
Or a TurboTax expert. Yeah.
Oh, we're definitely saving it. Excellent. Now we'll continue this save on our next episode, okay? Because this is the end of the prologue. So the next one will be chapter 1, okay, guys?